Craft at Home with Gracie coming to you from Michigan. Hey everyone, it's Gracie and welcome back to Craft at Home with Gracie coming to you from Michigan. For today's craft, we're going to be painting a pot. But we're not going to do any ordinary painting a pot. We are going to be doing a dot painting pot. So let's get on to it. Now for this craft, you can use anything you want. Like you can use some pencils. I'm using a regular pencil, some mechanical pencils, and some paintbrushes. But I'm not using the brush part, I'm using the bottom part. Then you will also need just some paint, a cup of water, obviously a pot, and some paper towels so you can wipe off your paintbrushes, or in our case, pencils. Now it's time to get onto it. The first thing I'm going to do is take my regular pencil and just simply take my eraser part and place it in one of my colors. I'm going to start with my yellow. Taking my yellow and then starting to paint some dots. Doing a few dots in whatever order and whatever pattern you would like. So continuing to dip it into my yellow paint. And that is what I have with my yellow so far. Now I'm going to move on to a different color. So I'm going to wash it off in my water and then dry it off with my paper towel, making sure to get all the yellow off the eraser. Then once I've done that, I'm going to dip it into another color. So this time I will choose pink. Placing it in my pink paint, swirling it around so I get all of my sides. Then once I've done that, I'm going to continue painting my dots. And these dots are going to be bigger. Filling them in a little bit. And then, once I have my pink dots onto my pot, it is time to move on to a different color. But I'm going to again wash my eraser off in my water, making sure to swirl it around so I get all of my pink off the eraser, and then drying it off. Making sure I get all the paint off the eraser. Now, I'm going to do a few more colors, and my third color is going to be purple. Now, doing my dots. Remember, you don't have to copy me in whatever I do. You do what you want to do. So continuing to do my dots. Now that I've done my purple dots, I'm going to switch what I'm using. But first, cleaning the eraser off. Then, drying it off. Now that I'm finished using this pencil, to get a smaller dot, I'm going to use a mechanical pencil. So, we'll use some green, dipping my mechanical pencil into my green to create a smaller dot, and going in and doing my dots. Doing them all around, getting some more paint onto my pencil, and continuing to paint my dots. Once I am finished with my dot, I'm going to again rinse it off in my water. Now, this is what my pot looks like so far. I'm going to do one more color with you guys. So, taking my paintbrush, but again, not using the brush part, I'm using the bottom part and dipping it in some blue paint. Then once I've done that, I'm going to again make some dots onto my pot. Almost done. Then, once I have finished my dots on my pot, I'm going to again wash my paintbrush off, making sure to get all the blue paint off the bottom of the brush. Then, drying it off again. Now, since we can't just have a bunch of dots on our pot, we are going to craft it up a notch by simply taking some of these tassels and wrapping them around the pot. Now you can also use ribbon if you would like. So I'm going to take my glue stick and put some glue on my tassels and start putting it on my pot. So placing it on my pot, turning my pot around, and then, once I have finished putting it around my pot, I'm going to cut my tassels. And then sticking them on. Now we have the perfect pot. Well, that's all for today. If you want inspiration on crafts or virtual crafting events, be sure to follow the Friendship Factory on Facebook. Thank you guys so much for joining me today and have a fabulous day.